First of all, thank you, Dan. It's great to be here with you, with Bret. It's great to be at the Washington Post. Thank you for the invitation. I'm so glad you're doing this look at the media. I think it's a complicated question. A lot of people have looked at it. I think it has so much to do with what you've been talking about, the polarization in the country and the fact that people are now migrating into their own areas where they pretty much like to take in news that fits their own opinion. I did hear in the previous conversation that people say they do take in news from all sides of the spectrum, but I think so much of what's going on today is a gravitating toward news that reinforces your own views. I don't think that's everybody, but I think that's happening more and more. And when that happens, there's less trust, because if you don't hear something that resonates with what you already think, then you think, do I really believe that? Where did that come from? So I think it partly comes from that. I think, frankly, it's partly the technology, the fact that there's so much news coming from so many places. We swim in a sea of news. We are surrounded by news. And it is hard. I mean, I have sympathy for American citizens who are trying to understand everything that's going on, trying to take it all in, make sense of it, figure out what's right, what's wrong, what adds up, what's reinforced, what isn't. And so technology, for all the good that it's brought us, it's also, I think, made it harder to figure out what's important and what do I believe. And so it's not surprising to me that there's more skepticism.
Bret, follow up on that, but also just the question of what, if anything, can the press do to try to regain trust in this environment?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me. It's great to be with Judy and you. I want to start off by saying that from the previous panel, I am pro-diner. I am pro-listening at those spots that you often see, and I actually think that that's the solution.
Are you pro-diner food?
Well, obviously, look at me. I think, listening to all sides is a big part of reporting, and I think the best interviewers are the ones who listen to the answers rather than having, staid questions. I agree with you, Judy, that social media has changed the landscape, and it is immediate. It's fast. Everybody's absorbing it. You don't know what's true and not true, and people they hunger for the fact. Where is the fact in all of this? And let's not sugarcoat it. The president has obviously used Twitter and some of the things he said about the press, and that's affected the polls about how the press is perceived. I think that there are some instances where the administration has a case to make about reporters going over their skis on certain stories. But broadly, by attacking the press relentlessly, it has an effect on all of us. And overall, that's probably not a great thing for the country.